So it's down to the goal line for the Tigers. Let's see if they can punch it in right here. With Jalen Hudson in at receiver. Barnes lined up to the left. Mason Smith's going to keep it himself up the middle. That's going to be another touchdown for the Tigers. So Mason Smith powers his way up the middle and gets the Tigers on the board again. So with 4:54 left in the second quarter. As soon as they add the points to the board. So Northeast Jones with 20 points, but the field goal, the extra point is going to be no good. It's blocked by the Bulldogs. So the score is going to sit at 20-0 in the favor of the Tigers with 4:54 left in the first half, or second quarter. And you have to love the sense of urgency that the Tigers are displaying tonight. Man, you can tell, I mean, they are happy to be winning. I mean, right now, they're in the lead. You can tell they're happy. I mean, they have a great sense of urgency about this. This is something that you'd like to see from any team. But after the season that the Tigers had last year, I mean, well, they ended the season on a good note, won the final game of their 2018 season, but still kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So coming out playing like this, it's a really good sign for the Tigers going into the season. And the Tigers get set to kick it off to the Bulldogs. Garcia gets set. And Garcia's done a great job of kicking off for the Tigers tonight. I mean, great line drive balls, great high balls. It's a great overall performance by Garcia. Well, the Tigers are backed up a little bit further than usual, backed up to the 20-yard line. Looks like there was a penalty against a celebration after the Tigers scored. So the kickoff is going to be fielded by the Bulldogs about the 30-yard line. And as the Tiger defense gets set, hats off to the Tiger defense once again, who've done a great job tonight getting stops, creating turnovers, and also scoring on defense. So hats off to them as they take the field once again and see if they can keep up that great defensive performance and get more turnovers for the Tigers tonight. So, there's a fumble on the snap for the Bulldogs. Looks like they recover it. Kind of wet and slippery conditions out here, so the Bulldogs He's having a little bit of trouble trying to keep a handle on the ball. That's going to bring up a second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Quarterback gets the snap, drops, looks over the middle, just past the receiver, almost picked off by Ja'Kendis Jones. Just went through the receiver's hand and just off the tip of Jones's hand. A great job on Jones' part for being in the right place. The offense lines up again. Quarterback takes the snap, throws out to his right, looking deep, has room to run, but almost picked off again by Jalen Hudson. Wow. Had nothing but space and opportunity. Had he picked that off, it would have been automatic 6 points. But that's going to bring up a fourth down for the Bulldogs. And Hudson, who's going to go back to receive the punt. I was going to get set around the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs set to punt it away. And the Tiger Pride marching band gets set to take the field and is kicked off. And Hudson is just going to let the ball roll. It's going to roll to the 35-yard line. And the Tigers are going to start their 1st and 10 with 3:48 left in the first half. And the Tigers definitely have the advantage in this ball game, with the score being 20-0. Great offensive and defensive performance by the Tigers. You have to love the intensity of Coach Coggin, who's telling his defense they have to get off the ball. I mean, the Franklin County Bulldogs are tired, and they really are. You can tell they're not moving the way they were. But Mason Smith tries to throw the ball, almost took a sack, but it did after a second attempt. Was trying to wait for a receiver to get open, but it just took too long, and it had a defender right in his face. He almost eluded that tackle, but right when he turned around, he was met by the defensive end, who tackled him for a loss of a couple. And there's a flag on the play. And Bulldog territory. So let's see what the call is. Waiting to hear what the official call is, but there's a DeMarcus Sampson walks off the field in disappointment as Coach Braddock is conversing with the other officials. Not really sure what's going on in this situation. Still no word about what the call is. tell what the call is?
They hadn't announced
I think we're waiting on the refs to get in season form as they're not really sure what the call is. They pulled the flag but still haven't announced what it is. So until then, I guess we'll be just waiting as well. But until then, again, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I'm Kinsley Keys, the voice of the Tigers. Please like us on Facebook, Scenic Productions LLC. Once again, that's Scenic Productions LLC on Facebook. Tune in every Friday night as I bring you all the live action of the Northeast Jones Tigers football games for this season. After all the commotion and delay, there's still no clue what the call is, but they just backed the Tigers up. Looks like 10 yards. So it was an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers. Not sure where they get unsportsmanlike conduct from. Not sure if something was said or anything like that, but that's the call. It's going to back the Tigers up to about the 14-yard line. It's going to be second down. 2:28 left in the first half. Due to the latency of the officials, looks like this ball game is probably going to last longer than usual. And keep in mind, us Tigers fans have a long drive back. But back to the ball game. Nathan Smith gets it out to a receiver. Wow, finds his man who's going to pick up about 10 yards on the reception. It's going to be like Ja'Kendis Jones on the reception. So Jones goes from defense to offense. And he even does a great job there as well. Looks like it doesn't matter where you play these Tigers at. They're going to do a great job wherever you place them. So it looks like there's another penalty, and the refs are going to back the Tigers up again. So now they're going to look like the 10-yard line. I'm not sure what this officiating crew is doing, but I mean they're making some really, really bad calls. And this time I really didn't even see a flag. Oh. Okay, well there it is. One official picks his flag up, but I'm not really sure what these penalties are for. But then again, they have a bad PA system, so excuse my lack of knowledge of not knowing what the refs are doing. So back to the ball game. Mason Smith hands off to Tony Barnes, who takes it up the middle, pick up of about 6 yards on the carry. So with a minute and a half left in the first half, the Tigers deep in Bulldog territory, but the upper hand with